know that you're wrong.
But you see, I think it's good for the American people to see what's going on.
I understand, sir.
I think it's very important. That's why I kept this going so long. You have to be thankful.
And that is right, folks. We need to be thankful instead of fearful when it comes to the markets. I know a lot of investors have been feeling a lot of fear, uncertainty, and doubt from the markets this last month, as we did see a lot of plays and major indexes take a little bit of a retraction. But this is where I encourage investors to remain faithful and be thankful, as if you're a long-term bull like me, have a long mindset, this is just a fire sale and a blessing in disguise. So be thankful for this opportunity. And welcome back to the channel, everybody. Again, this is Green Money Momentum, where we talk about market movements, making money, and money momentum. And today we're going to be talking all about DJT, Trump Media and Technology Group. And we're going to be doing a technical and fundamental analysis of this stock, talking about all the news and why I see this as such a great buying opportunity. I currently think DJT is oversold, and I think now is the best time to invest. And so I'm going to be talking about all of that today. But before I do that, I want to say, as always, that this is not financial advice, and I always recommend you do your own due diligence before making any financial decisions. So let's hop into it. And so here on screen, I have the trailing 12 months for DJT. So this is the last year in DJT. And you could see that we are at a pretty major support level for this stock. And so when I draw out this major support and resistance level, we could see that it is continuing on the major trend. And the only time we've seen us drop below this level in the last year was when we saw the dip right before the elections. We can see that a lot of the indicators are leading towards this stock being oversold. We see when we just look at the overall chart on the top, we see that this stock is underneath the 50-day moving average and the 200-day moving average. When we look at the RSI, it's looking pretty oversold there as well in the 20 range. And then also when we see the MACD, we could see that the blue is under the red, indicating again that DJT is in the oversold territory. And then when we draw out this major support level for DJT, we could see that we are sitting at a major support level. And in this time of this stock, it has tapped this spot multiple times within $1 or so. So this strong support line goes all the way back to July 1st of 2022. We are at that exact same price. And so this is a major support level for DJT. I think we're pretty low. If we do see some more negative price momentum in DJT, if we do continue to see this stock drop, the next major support level from here would be right around the $12 range. That's about the lowest we've seen for this stock. And so just from where we're at right now, worst case scenario, we see a 50% retraction. If that were to happen, and if DJT were to get in the $12 range, you better bet that I am buying this stock up like crazy, because personally, I don't see it dropping much lower than it is now. And if it were to drop all the way down to that ultimate low support level, that just means that to this point, that would be a great 2x opportunity. And where we're sitting at currently, we have a great 2x potential, great 2x opportunity, as we're sitting right at 24. If this were to 2x, that would be right around 48, which is where we saw a lot of the halting and manipulation get bad in this stock right around the elections and the inauguration. So if we're just talking about where this stock was manipulated, we have a 100% gain from where we're at currently to that manipulated spot. And with DJT, a lot of investors have hopped out of this stock. We know this just when we look at the volume chart for DJT. There was a lot of volume going into the elections and into the inauguration. But again, with the halting and manipulation, it caused this stock to have a bit of a sell-off, and a lot of investors have now sold out of DJT. But that personally gets me even more bullish on the stock. A lot of investors We're investing into the hype that is Donald J. Trump's name and into the big events being the election and the inauguration. But what I think is positive is despite us not seeing the pop that we wanted to see, a lot of those momentum investors have left, but a lot of us who do believe in DJT for the long term are still holding this stock, which I again believe shows why we are at this strong support. And that is because these investors know that DJT is not just a truth social, not just an app like Elon Musk's X. It's not just like Twitter, but instead there's actually so much more to this company, as we know that Trump has been trying to push us more into the mass adoption into cryptocurrency. And so, he was campaigning with Bitcoin before he got elected. And now that he has been elected, we saw him file for some TruthFi wallets, which has been approved. So he's working with Charles Schwab. And then recently we see that he went to create some ETFs with Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, and just some overall ETFs, saying that if you want to invest into these, you are investing into the patriotic economy. And I think another thing to note with DJT is while we are so low, this is truly the best time to invest. I'm looking here at the Reddit mentions on DJT. And so if you don't believe in DJT simply as a company, you think that Truth Social isn't a good company, you don't believe in their future crypto innovations, well, a lot of people do think of DJT as a meme stock. And if we're talking about meme stocks, the best time to invest into a meme stock is when it is not being talked about, and the best time to sell is when it is being talked about the most. And so we see Reddit mentions here, and we see it spiked here when the stock price spiked as well. And so now that we have seen, again, a lot of that pre-hype to the election and pre-hype to the inauguration, now that we've seen a lot of that momentum die down, I personally think that this stock is currently undervalued, and I think now is the best time to invest. And so Donald J. Trump is trying to push us into the mass adoption into cryptocurrency. And let's not forget, with the most recent fear, uncertainty, and doubt that we have seen in the markets, that crypto itself has taken a little bit of a dip. But if we're going to go into the mass adoption into cryptocurrency, it doesn't just happen in a day. And so I think this dip in the overall markets and in Bitcoin is just a blessing. And I do believe that the value will grow over time, especially with what we see with Trump doing everything with cryptocurrency, with the Trump coin, and then also with these ETFs. So right now, again, I view this just as a fire sale. I don't think the markets are dropping to nothing. I think there's been a lot of fear, uncertainty, and doubt with the tariffs, but we see that it is all part of a bigger plan. What is positive with this most recent meeting with Zelensky, it does look like the U.S. government and Trump is putting their foot down. So we're not going to be abused like we were in the past. We also have the Department of Government Efficiency cleaning up a lot of the government. And so we are seeing a lot of government reform right now, which is causing a lot of fear, uncertainty, and doubt in the markets. Tariffs are pretty new, and also Trump, he is a bold guy, and so like what we saw today with Zelensky was pretty bold, and we have never quite seen something like that on the world stage. And so to see quite a conflict did make for great television, and it also did show the power that the U.S. government has. I do think there's a lot of positives when it comes to the world politics, and I do think that we are slowly healing and going towards the golden age of America. But yeah, for DJT, I am super bullish on this stock. I think that we are at a major support level, and despite a lot of the fear, uncertainty, and doubt in the markets, I don't see us having a crash. I see us recovering. And just remember that during these times when there is the fear, uncertainty, and doubt and blood in the markets, even if it's your own blood, historically, these are the best time. This is the best time to invest. And just remember, right now, real great investors are investing into opportunities before the interest rates are cut later in the year. And so we have all these factors going on. But if you're able to look past the microscope and the fear, uncertainty, and doubt that we are seeing on the day to day, the markets are perpetual and go on forever. And we know that Donald Trump is very pro markets. He wants to see the markets be strong during his time as a president. And so I believe this is very short term, and the markets are going to recover like crazy any day now. And so, me personally, I have been loading up into DJT because I know there is a lot of intrinsic value in this stock. Again, we have Truth Social, which is the social media platform. They also have all their streaming platforms, and then also the mass adoption into cryptocurrency that they are pushing. And so again, I am very bullish on DJT, but I would love to hear what everyone else has to say in the comment section below. So please drop a comment on if you're invested into DJT, what you see for the future. Please leave a like and please subscribe to the channel. This is the golden age of America. It just has begun. Thank you guys so much and have a great day.